Good evening, everyone. System Chalk here with the 43rd, I believe, episode of Cultist Simulator, doing the Librarian run, playing as Ivan Vucetic. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually worse than I was when I was recording the previous episodes this week, but I'm a little worried that if I get worse, I'm not gonna record the episodes. So I do apologize for the quality. I'm gonna do my best to be as articulate as I can. But I'm running out of time, and I'm not 100%. But we will persevere. This game is worth it. I've got a sickness to overcome. We've got a season of suspicion, but we are not yet following up on a. Yes. I should have double-checked that actually. So the land beyond the forest, sorry, I just need a minute to remember. We went to, I think it was the Voivode's Citadel? You know what? I'm going to very quickly open up my Excel file. Got 1 through 5. The silver book would be in the one I've categorized 5. Okay, so we've got 5. What else? Number 4, how it will end, and the Furious Tantra. Okay, we don't have those. Ivory Book and Sunset Passages. I don't know about Sunset Passages, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's 3... Gospel of Zacchaeus, we've got 2, and then Kanishk at the Spider's Door. So I think there's actually just one more. Seems to me like there's only one more location for us to check out. So let me just think about this. Cave of Candles, I think, had the serpent in it. Voivode's is the one we just did. We definitely did Grunwald. Kuznetsov Endowment, but I don't think we've done Tower Revik yet. So what I'm trying to do here is just figure out whether or not it makes any sense to use a Forbidden Epic or to try to upgrade them instead. Okay. After that, we go to the Stag Door. Stag Door is the Adept's Gate. To pass it is to be initiated into the first true mystery of the House of the Sun. The head Gearby weeps to see me enter where it cannot, but it must let me pass. The scarred valves of the door grind open. Now, if this is indeed the last of the land beyond the forest, that means I've got 5 of the next locations. So I'm just going to take a minute to consult my list. It would have been nice. So I think it's the Rending Mountains afterwards, and there are 4 locations there. So I'm actually 1 ahead. Cool. We're ready to unpause. Sorry, I don't normally like having a big delay to the start, but excuse me. I do want to make sure, because we've invested so much into this, I do not want to do something silly and find out, oh, okay, actually, I just completely blew the playthrough. I think I might be able to follow up with something interesting with the Grail, but it's a little late for that. No one understands us, or else they understand us too well. We're not going to resolve that in 12 seconds, so let's talk to the Caligine. And to upgrade this, we're going to need a library, a glimmering, Is it really just a library and a glimmering? Ooh. Okay, that is Hobson, so he may be erratic. Well, he is erratic, but he may not cause us a problem. Okay. I think just paying for the affliction at this point is worth it. I've increased my knowledge of the secret histories behind the one we know. Alright, so again, I want to take a minute and just double check this. So it's knowledge and glimmering. Yeah, okay. So in this case, reading sentimental literature seems to make the most sense here. Maybe a painting, but I won't spend too much time on it. I don't have my my notebook with me right here, but that's fine. We'll just run with it. The painted door runs from a great chamber near the white door, far through the manses to its far edge, where it enters a painted delta of far cloud. I voyaged half its length last night, with a stern-faced captain beneath a rust-red sail. As the clouds rose before us, the sailors raised a yearning shanty and close hauled the sails to best use the painted wind, and all the while the captain and I discoursed of the secrets, on the secrets of the House of the Sun. Okay. So yeah, as expected, that's Tower Revok. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to make a standard expedition and yeah, because we'll probably send the Callagine after whatever evidence gets generated. The blasted stump of a building, the air festers. Whatever power destroyed this place still clings. Only one door remains above ground, but we suspect more space below. So I actually don't really know what I should be working with here. Let's add Slee for a start. We'll have to search assiduously to find whatever treasures might remain, and if the tower was truly destroyed in a battle between adepts, dangerous influences may still cling to it. Pretty sure there's a curse here. Not just because of that text, but we're gonna leave the work slot open. I don't have anything clear to use right now. But yeah, once we read the sentimental literature, I'm going to start moving up the Forbidden Epics, and then I do also want to start feeding the spider door, or the spider's door. But that's going to need... Oh yeah, actually I remember now. I was debating as to whether or not I should go to the Evening Isles. And there's a lot of really good arguments for that. Alright, old and happy far-off things. Moth finds light in the dark, and so do I. So that'll be an argument for painting. 30 seconds, and then I have a minute after that. So let's just use the inspector position right now. Our expedition plans for the next challenge. It'll consume funds. I can add funds now, or I could send another follower. Okay, so Creeping Breath Curse is Heart or Grail, and practically for us that's just Heart. So we'll add Clovet right away. So I went to the investigation just so I have a chance to paint away the restlessness. That'll create some reputation for me to worry about, but I'm okay with that. It looks like they're going to be going after my reputation right away again. I'm certain that my adversary has lodged a copy of their notes elsewhere, with their solicitor, with their superior, or even with a contact in the press. This is troubling. So, send the Callagine to destroy the evidence. A half-glimpse wistfulness has touched me, so 60 seconds on restlessness. We'll just paint that away. The sick room grows close and stale. Time to get up. I pass the time. I have been inclined to tears and afterwards inclined to laughter. Meanwhile, the world continues. So let's double up the... We know we're going to double up the Forbidden Epic no matter what. Because we don't yet have a sacrifice for the spider's door, we are going to go back through the stag door. We definitely have time to paint away the restlessness, although I don't really have much in terms of reputation to work with. We call upon the watchman who illuminates. We'll almost certainly find this hidden door. We'll add Dorothy just as a precaution against the curse. Maybe we'll add some extra money just in case, but... Or actually, I guess if we pass this, there's no need to add the money because we know we're going to get past it no matter what. Away through the hidden door. Faint lines in stone, a surface that yields to pressure. We found it. The hidden door moves with a grating shudder and a shower of dust. My investigation has turned up no new leads. So again, we're phoning it in at work. It's not... we don't actually want to catch the guy. Now this does have the risk of generating some fascination, but I don't like leaving the slots empty. I await word. My minion is returned, the evidence has been destroyed. I am a little safer. So this is just to preserve the Caligine at this point. Okay, and if we do get a fascination, then we are in trouble. This should have an impact. I could spend money on better paints, or perhaps I could find more exotic pigments. Let's go for the painted river. Bad call. Light leaks through the cracks. My mind is brighter than it ever was. The higher I rise, the more I see. I dreamt of the mansis behind the white door, of a great space above the orchard, the space that overlooks the bounds, the space where the vagabond once painted her river. Painted ships passed upon the painted river. I met the painted eyes of a painted captain. She saluted, and the motion was like the layered movement of clouds. The sail of the ship was amber, and the captain's eyes the green of new barley, and the river aquamarine. Now that I'm awake, I see those colors still. Okay. Don't have a fleeting reminiscence to throw at that, sadly. Yeah, we'll go with this stag door, but it's not looking good for me. Actually, there's one small chance for me to fix this. I just want to see what the outcome of the painting is. All that I am is here. Magnificent work. I've created something both distinctive and beautiful. It will very likely enhance my reputation. My recent work has drawn some attention. Something should sell. So there's mystique, which is a liability. There's contentment. It's a glimmering, which is nice. We've exhausted all the passion, which is not so good, but it's kind of necessary. Okay, we wound up with a fascination. So, this is one of these times I do want to put some serious effort in. Call upon the Ring-Yu who is renewed. We are almost certainly strong enough in heart to be secure against this curse. So we know we're going to get hit by one of the fascination for sure. Nothing. My words cease like sand in glass. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bring someone into the cult. That's just a quick way of getting rid of the fascination. That was worth a shot. Promote a believer by invoking knock. My follower will kneel as a novice and rise as an initiate. I will administer the necessary oaths myself. And Season of Despair, so we don't want to use Dread to get around the season. I'm safe for now. My adversary has not enough evidence to bring a case against me, and they have found no new clues. That's a shame. All right. The stag door opens. The Ascent of Knives, called the Sharp Stair, and the Mother of Mirrors, and the Feast of the Grail. If one is to look beneath the stair, as I did last night in my dreams, one understands that last name. It draws a tithe of blood from the feet of those who ascend. Impausi, some shaped like men, many shaped like women, wait beneath the glass of the stairs to satisfy their hunger. I did not approach. I made no sound. I only observed. Okay, what do we do? I still think stag door is the way to go. The curse shrivels. Our power was stronger than the power that was here. The curse won't touch us. Progress, the constant clatter of closing doors, the damp stains on the station walls, the smell of boot polish and unwashed constables. All this narrows to a single crystalline truth. I've made progress and earned myself some overtime pay. So obviously I'm glad that I didn't wind up with the dread. But I don't think we can get a Zeem with this. I think we're one short. But I'm curious. Actually. Well, I don't have the knock influence. Oh, that's right. I'm bringing someone into the cult. Yeah. I'm not in a rush. I think I'm going to try another upgrade, but I only have so much time left on that timer. To she who is flesh, I offer my wounds. To she who is stone, I offer this moment, where my old self divides from my new. To she who came from light, I offer my secrets. The door is opened. Okay. Yeah, so let's just play around and see what happens. Summon a mighty creature of the Red Grail. I found a useful conjunction of aspects, but I will need more power. To conjure a thing of blood and change, I will need a great power of Grail, a significant power of Knock, and some Forge. But yeah, with the Thakic Invocation, I do actually believe I would be able to get Azim. I also can get Aramaic if I want. Okay, Season of Ambition, so I'm going to wait for my job and then we're going to pull the Troublemaker out. We will have enough reason for that. Oh, I'm going to say, let's not worry about... Ah, yes, okay, so this is where things get a little dicey with Saliba. A sufficiently persuasive disciple can probably lure a susceptible companion back to us. I gotta try. In sleep, I ran my fingers along the ridged edges of the stag door's scars. Our company it was that shattered it, Gearby says suddenly. Before the gods who were flesh, the mantis was forbidden to mortals. We were the first no. He begins again to weep his molten tears. I wish that we had not. I wish that I had died in the world. I've forgotten what else he said, but I remember the shape of the fissures in the stag door, and for all of today, doors will fear my touch. Found a useful conjunction of aspects, but I need more power. To conjure a thing of blood and change, I will need a great power of Grail, a significant power of Knock, and some Forge. Okay, so even with the... That was kind of a waste of the stag door, but it was worth a try. So in 31 seconds, hopefully the fascination goes away. And we probably have enough time now not to worry about the Troublemaker, but I figure getting a little more mileage out of the Inspector's position is not a terrible idea. Not quite where I wanted to go, but... Alright, a long-delayed conclusion. Beneath the tower is a cramped cellar with cracked slate walls. the proportions, it should be a perfect cube, but somehow there are too many corners. Blue light festers at the junction of the ceiling and the wall. The floor flexes slowly like the skin of a bubble. It echoes to a stamped foot. What spaces open beneath? Bundle the books into a sack. Hurry up the handholds to the tower stump. The sky above ripples with cobalt aurora. The hills around are washed with shutters of blue light. There is a high and singing sound from the stones of the tower as we leave. Lightning cracks from the sky, and suddenly everything is silent. The tower stump is gone. So, how the end will begin, a nice little light read, a book of bleak prophecy. Here's the Furious Tantra, as later transcribed by the median and pyrotechnician Jacob Oliver Top Mugglestone. The tradition has it he found it seared in the bark of an oak by lightning. More bitter black salts, the Twin Serpent Tantra. A tantra shrouded in particular obscurity. And the crew. So I'm going to get the Callagine exploring. Right, I've increased my knowledge of the secret histories behind the one we know, an unresolved ambiguity. In the Mansis, the hours strive one against another. As the struggles are resolved, they iron out the impossible, exalt the possible, tie the fraying braids of what has been into one golden ribbon of future. Everything is resolved. History becomes past. There are, however, exceptions. Okay, so there's no way that this glimmering's gonna last, so we have to read the sentimental literature. 9 seconds, let's not get too cute. Okay, I can hire the experienced swindler. Be good for destroying evidence, possibly. Attempting a seduction. Out in the night, my follower is whispering words that sometimes they might mean. Even if their victim knows the words are lies, they may not care. I have no luck at all. I dreamt of the manses behind the white door, of the great space above the orchard, the space that overlooks the bounds, the space where the vagabond once painted her river. Painted ships passed upon the painted river. I met the painted eyes of a painted captain. She saluted, and the motion was like the layered movement of clouds. The sail of the ship was amber, and the captain's eyes the green of new barley, and the river aquamarine. Now that I'm awake, I see those colors still. So I'm just going to wait for... I'm just going to wait for the fleeting reminiscence from the Season of Visions to come up. I really don't want to be messing around with Fascination right now. My minion has returned, attended by a prisoner rendered docile with delight. So we're going to wind up generating a lot of notoriety off of this. But I need stock. Alright, I've passed the time. I've been inclined to tears and afterwards inclined to laughter. Meanwhile, the world continues. I'm disciplined. I'm all discipline. I haven't lasted this long to give up so easily. Yes, there's the glimmering. Study the histories. History is less certain than we are taught. I can learn from the study of its blurred edges. And we'll leave the... I mean, I could do painting, I suppose, but that's just going to result in staleness. And yeah, we don't need that kind of... We don't need that worry in our lives. This will buy their loyalty for now. So we're just going to keep using this Callagine, but we've got the Swindler if we do want to go on some kind of an expedition. Okay, Season of Despair. Want to be mindful of that. Mirrors are calm, the sun is steady, the glory recedes. I'm saying if that means anything. The doors of vision swing wide, a little darkness will mellow my light. Even dread has its uses. So I think part of the aim here is going to be to get as many unresolved ambiguities and higher as I can get. The temptation is past for now. Because I think the Frangiclave would be a particularly useful item here. And I probably shouldn't have gotten the Experienced Swindler the more I think of it. I don't know, keeping him on retainer? Has a kind of sense. Oh, actually, yeah. I have an even better use for these guys. Alright, this is a puzzle with missing pieces. I might find those pieces in odd corners of scholarship. Okay, another season of ambitions, so this timing is a little awkward, but it'll work. My minion is returned, attended by a prisoner rendered docile with delight. Good work, Saliba. I'm gonna renew you. Actually, that was way too early. It's just a waste of money now. Excuse me. But we can go to the spider's door. The spider's door is always thirsty, always. The blood I have given leaks in threads and spills through the skin of the world, and the door drinks it, and a moment's satisfaction swells its opening until I can pass. Alright, the course of the heart. My own heart pumps more strongly today. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze again, but I know that also means extended silence. And I do need to be a little more careful in terms of finishing on time. I've noticed that the videos have slowly been creeping towards 40 minutes. And I know people like to say... well, people say that they prefer the longer videos, but... there is a finite amount of time that I have. It's a finite amount of time that I have for, how do I put it? Finite amount of time I have to record all this stuff, is what I'm trying to say. So. Okay, this will buy their loyalty for now. So again, most of this is about preserving the Callagine more than anything. I'm probably going to go straight back to the job. We'll try and hold on a little bit longer, but... Okay, intuition. Over the place, not my most exciting option. The one thing I'm kind of worried about is this does provoke old and happy far off things. But we do what we can, right? Okay. So send the Callagine out again. We dodge the Season of Ambitions. We need to place the Reason, but we'll be fine there. Pay to extend this hireling's period of service. So a little extra moth is kind of helpful here. Bomb maker we don't need. This one must serve another purpose now. Into the cupboard they go. the expenditure makes me want to go to work a little bit more. Okay, so I've got a forbidden epic here, but honestly, we can push for higher. So to the Mallory. Aniotic essence. I guess if I want to learn Deep Mandiac, last night in the Mansis I visited the Mallory, from whose fires one does not emerge unchanged. The forge's light fell upon me, and my heart boiled, and when I woke my blood burnt within me, so that I had to shed it in a cup before it overwhelmed me. And lo, 10 drops of it were not blood, exactly, unless it be the blood of the sun. Perhaps I found a cup, and the blood is not mine, the forge seer's memory. In the later operations of the forge, the madrigad yields the true forge of days, and the essence begins to redden. Someday, perhaps, it will not, but for now, we have this. In my dreams, I know the path through the silken stands to the spider's door. If I slake its thirst by spilling fresh blood before I sleep, it will open for me. And I think that is kind of the time, but I want to at least finish the study and then we can move on. So I've locked this one away safely. When their screaming and raving subsides, I will subdue them properly. This one rails weakly against their fate. I don't recall... Oh yeah, nope. Lantern 2. Okay. Let's get Saliba out doing Saliba things. A sufficiently persuasive disciple can probably lure a susceptible companion back to us. I almost screwed this up. So, I think it's fair to say that if my goal is the Frangiclave, it is not going to be an easy path. But we didn't sign up for easy, so I think... The more I think about it, the more I think it's the right way to go. We don't know what's coming up yet, so I'll give it a couple seconds. Okay, another season of visions. I don't have that much to fear, but let's make some money anyway. This will buy their loyalty for now. Pounding airs. Well, I guess if I get cursed... Is that Forgotten Chronicle? Anyways. Now, this'll be interesting. Last night in the Mantis, I visited the Mallory, from whose engines and avenues one does not emerge unchanged. I watched the processes of sunset, and I entered the amber joy and the white joy and the blue joy, and I was subjected to the enlightenments of calcination, and the forge of days touched me with her burnished fingers, and I rise from my bed with the utter knowledge that all nights must end. So, an incandescence, change follows fire. A 15th order influence, this might be the personal attention of an hour. This can be used in some rites to summon minions. The temptation is past, it's over for now. And there it is. I've increased my knowledge of the secret histories behind the one we know. So there's definitely a lot of stuff that I want to get up to, but we are going to leave it there because I have... I definitely have to get some sleep. But thank you everybody for watching. I will do my best to record another episode tomorrow, unless, I feel like I'm on the mend, then I'll try and do it maybe the day before. But I do appreciate you all watching, especially when I'm not at my best. Again, it has definitely been very rewarding to see the kind words from people, and some of you do stop by the Twitch channel every now and again. I know that's a way that some of you have gotten a chance to see the Book of Hours material before it comes in. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we will see you in the next one.